Alright, I'm back. Not sure if you guys are seeing this, man. Everything just crashed out. I'm all jacked up now. Somebody let me know if you guys can see this in chat for me. Power of technology. Nope. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Ray, you can see me? Alright. We're gonna attempt to go back inside, man. Yeah, it's dark out, that's why it's a little blurry. We'll attempt to go back inside. Hopefully it works. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go.
No offense.
Let me go over here. Jesus. It's so quiet in here. I'm just gonna stand up over here behind everybody. I can't hear anything. They talking? Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, Madeline, what's going on? You didn't miss much. I was instanced for a while, and then I was standing outside the courtroom, and I was all jacked up. And then I couldn't get my stream back going. A lot of people in here now, though. I wish I could hear the judge. Man, hopefully you guys can see me now. For whatever reason, it's not coming through. I can't see it on mine. Hey Ray, what are you watching me on, man? Are you on YouTube or are you watching on Facebook? I'm not sure why it's not pulling up on my phone. Alright, here we go.
No contest, not guilty.
Alright, here we go. Here we go. I think I'm back. I think I'm back. Hopefully. We'll see. Alright, I got it pulled up on YouTube, so I could see it now. Hey Madeline, sorry about that. Let's see. Promess, what's going on, man? How are you? The challenges of streaming. I was streaming, but I was instant, so I had to just shut everything down, but everything went out, so that kind of sucked. But I think I'm back now. Yo, I can't hear him, man. Can anybody hear him? I can't hear nothing. I can't hear squat here. Last time I was here, I believe I sat right in the front row. And I was able to hear him. Yeah, man, this is crazy. $27. Oh, okay. Nice haircut, man. So we got a lot of people in court. Can you hear him? Can you guys hear him or what? I can't hear nothing. I know it has something to do with the distance, but I don't want to be disruptive and go over there in front of everybody, but I'm going to, because that's how I roll. No, I'm just kidding. Let me just get my stuff squared away, though. I want to be able to hear.
Your Honor, this is the first.
Yeah, that's
criminal
Onyx.
record we've
He's
seen
the,
of this gentleman.
Guess he's the prosecutor right here with the
Due to the
ponytail.
nature of the charges, though, I would motion the court that if he is released on bond, that he have to check in with the
We'll sit over here.
probation officer once a week, or possibly an ankle bracelet.
Man, I can't hear him. That sucks, man.
Would you have a problem wearing his ankle?
I can hear these guys. You can't hear the judge? Yeah, I don't know, guys. I thought we'd be able to hear everything. That kind of sucks. Nothing from where you are either? Dang, man. Let me see. I think that's Sherry over there. Let's see. What am I going to do?
I'm fine with that.
That's too funny. Let's see if she responds. I think that's her down there in the white dress. Yeah, it looks like it is. I'm like sitting in front of the thing, man. This crazy, man. Can't hear him. It's going to drive me crazy. Alright, so nobody can hear him. Okay. That's good to know, at least. I want to get to a spot where I can hear him. Okay. That's actually not a bad idea. I think Buddha is over there on Facebook streaming. That's crazy, man. That sucks. I'm gonna go make my way over there by that guy with the suit on, because I can't hear squat. Jordan Smith, what's going on, man? How are you? It's too quiet in here, man. I should have put my radio on. Oops.
Your Honor, that
funny.
is not an issue.
Let's see.
That is not an issue, Your Honor.
Almost heard him over here. If I sneak up here. Still can't hear him. Dang. Nope, can't hear him. If I sneak up a little closer. Ding, 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 ding. Trying to sneak up so if I can hear him. See if he can hear him.
No, Your Honor.
See, I can hear Onyx over there.
Doesn't have any additional motions.
I do
what
have
am I
one
doing?
motion that I would.
All right, at least I got the prosecutor and the defender,
pushed-
or the defendant, I should say. Yeah, I can't hear him, man. That sucks.
You lost your voice there.
Excuse me, sorry about that.
What was I doing? I was looking
To
for.
request all evidence
Let's
that the
see.
state has against my client,
No,
so that we may
Okay.
review that evidence.
here.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll
All
even
right,
do
wait.
you one better.
There we
I'm
go.
gonna go ahead.
I'll leave it
and I'm
alone.
gonna give you
I can hear
a
him.
rundown of
I'm
the
standing right
evidence,
there.
And then we'll get with the sheriff's
Jeez.
department or Looks like this was.
Yeah, last
done
time I
by
was in here,
Highway
man,
Patrol
I was on the
US.
first row.
So we'll get with them.
Like the
some
first row, you
comebacks
can hear him
at
pretty
the
much
end.
everywhere you stood.
But the evidence in
The second row,
custody
you can't.
currently right now.
All right, we're good. So now I'm going to catch
looks
up with chat.
like he had in his possession 424.
Oh, all right. I remember this guy.
AK-47 transport.
I remember this one. I got called to this one as a backup.
He had one
This
illegal
was,
assault shotgun
7-Eleven.
in his possession.
I locked up the other guy he was with.
Individually weighed out baggies of cocaine. 41 individually weighed out bags of or individually kiloed cocaine. One combat pistol. 68 individual doses of LSD. 24
What's up, Corey?
loose-
How you doing, man?
loose,
I missed you when you
marijuana
came in here. Sorry about
cigarettes.
that. What's going on,
He
Corey?
had chemicals and paraphernalia for manufacturing LSD.
Madeline's chilling.
Count of
She's
48.
got some margaritas.
He had
Okay.
247
think
M4
you're supposed to drink water
illegal
first, though, before the
rifles
margaritas
also
now.
in his possession and transport, as well as some miscellaneous. Looks like he had seeds and some other miscellaneous illegal weapons on him as well. But that's the bulk of the evidence that they have in holding.
Yeah, I changed it, but
Just so you
I
know.
still wasn't hearing anything, so I got a little closer. Can you hear him where
Thank
you are
Your
now?
Honor. I'm
That's-
also
Pro
requesting
Mesh?
if
That's a lot.
possible-
Pro Mesh is sitting right over there in
That's
the front row.
that's enough
front row there.
to arm a
Shake that.
Russian army and keep them
That's
stoned for a week.
I'm doing
Fair
good,
enough,
Matt.
Your Honor, but I am
Doing
also
good, Matthew.
requesting any body cam footage that may have been present during.
That will all be provided to you. Make sure that you get with me sometime next week, early
Let's
next week,
see.
so we can go over through all the paperwork and all
This
that
is
stuff that
Gaming
you-
Redneck right here.
the other
Clint Burns, I
information
think, or
and
Clint Black?
evidence,
No,
et
Clint
cetera.
Burns. I don't remember his number.
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. So the bond amount is set
yeah.
as 51. Sorry, go ahead, prosecution.
Your Honor, one more motion, if I could. I'd like to motion the court that Mr. Gonzalez be ordered to remain in the state due to the fact that the motorcycle club does have they have multiple chapters across the country.
Okay, that's fine. Well, that's going to be part of. We don't typically put GPS tracking ankle bracelets on folks who are going to leave the country or leave the states. So he won't be able to leave that bracelet on him. So you have no worries there.
Thank you, Your
If
Honor.
he does, we'll know the minute he tries to make a move. So. Okay. On that note, bond amount is set at $5,100. That is $5,100 payable
Wow.
in cash
That's cheap.
before we leave the building tonight.
That dude got off
Otherwise,
easy.
Your client goes back to jail. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Well, you can go ahead and send Mr. Gonzalez back into the back there. And we'll give him a chance to take care of that before the end of the night.
Wow.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who is number 16? Is that what you said? Number 16 is...
Whoa.
That's Body. That's Body
Sorry,
Man.
y'all. New shoes.
That's Body Man right there in the
Very
gray
good, Your
polo.
Honor. Nice shoes.
I was playing with him last night on SnowRunner. That's funny.
A lot less than what I thought it was gonna be. Those
Guess these
money-
guys are the lawyers right here.
what I thought.
All right, so let me close out this one. Give me just a second here, folks.
Yeah, it's to a point.
What's up with 16? What do you mean, what's up with him?
He'll be GPS.
Oh, you're talking about the dude next to him, the guy laying down? Yeah, that was probably somebody who crashed out. Because when you crash out in a game, your body stays there. And it's all goofy.
Okay.
Like if you see right behind him, there's that guy with the black shirt and black hair and the sunglasses. That guy crashed out. He's an AI.
Yeah, right.
That's
All
why
right, next
you don't
next
see him.
case we're going to go through. We have 16 arrests on file for this session. First one is going to be Thompson Claris. Is he present?
Thompson Claris. Don't know who that is. Not one of mine.
Clarence Thompson, are you here tonight?
35 looks like Rye. I think that is Rye.
All right, moving on. Washington, Larry.
Larry Washington.
All right. Chimbole, Donald. Is Donald Chimbole here?
No, that was the guy I got up in Polito.
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Larry Washington, was that the last case you called?
Yes, sir. Assault with a deadly weapon, possession of manufacturing, sale of prohibited weapons, and trespassing.
Is he not still locked up?
Is this Mr. Washington here? He did. I can't hear him. Is he speaking?
Yeah, the judge can't hear, or the
Washington, sir?
first. Those guys can't hear him. This is
Hello?
pretty cool.
Your Honor, I'm looking at the file here. I don't see where Mr. Washington is mute.
This isn't Mr. Washington. It's Mr. Trumbull.
Oh, Mr.
Oh,
Trumbull.
okay.
Oh, I remember this
Is there a
dude.
Mr.
All right,
Washington in the courtroom?
Got an inmate
Or
back
Washington?
there.
Okay, Your Honor, I would move the court to consider failure to appear bench warrant for this subject. Mr. Washington, his charges are multiple felonies for assault with a deadly weapon, possession,
Yeah, Lucas, we got it. I
manufacture,
think we got it squared away, man.
prohibited
With the
weapons
voices.
and criminal trespass.
We're hearing
Okay.
everybody right here. See what that
So
the
noted,
19's lighting up? That's
we'll
the judge.
Take care of that at the end of the session. He'll have a bench warrant issued for him. Does prosecution? Do you know anything about the Clarence Thompson case? Because I'm looking at that one right now too, and that was just a simple reckless driving charge. If prosecution is okay with it for Clarence Thompson, I'm just going to issue a call to answer charges for the next session.
That sounds fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
What's up, Celos? Have they called your characters? Actually, I had some issues getting in here, man. I was actually instance. It was me and Cage were just sitting around waiting, and everybody was actually in here already.
Okay, Mr. is Trumbull, correct?
This is Ray.
Trumbull, sir.
This is Ray right here in the purple jacket.
My apologies. Have you secured yourself counseling yet?
No, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, you're missing it, Celos.
Before we go any further, let me go ahead and read
Rye
the
is in
charges
game
to
somewhere,
you,
man. I don't know. I
so
think
we're
he's
all
the
on
guy in the
same
suit
page
behind
here.
me.
We've got
let's
charges
see.
against you for grand theft
Rye.
auto,
There he is.
evading law enforcement, causing bodily.
Yeah, this is Rye right here. I think that's Rye 35.
Pursuit.
Let me see.
Is that not open?
35. Yeah, that's Rye.
Do you understand those charges as they've been levied against you, sir?
Sup, Joker Chris? Welcome back.
Yes, I do, sir.
Okay. What is going on here? Hold on a second. My computer system is messing up here.
What do y'all think of this? The courtroom here, the courtroom session we got going on. Extonic Gaming. You in chat here, bro?
Okay. All right, there we go. I've got the information now. Okay, looks like that was an LSPD arrest. It looks like you've already bonded. You were released out of prison. No bond necessary at that time.
Number 15.
Prosecution,
I
do
don't
you
know who
have
that
any
is.
notes
Let's
on
see.
this case?
Nova Frost. That's Nova. He was in chat a little bit ago.
Which charges are you wanting to hear today, sir? He's got multiple.
Well, I show, unless there's more I'm not seeing.
Got to go to work at 11, Jordan. It's all right. It's all good,
I
man.
also show possession of a controlled substance. I'm also showing. So we have 3 citations, 3 total charges:
Yeah.
grand theft auto,
He's looking pretty
evading
nice,
law
right?
enforcement involving bodily injury, and possession.
You don't have
of
a
controlled
badge on
substance.
now. Should have a badge hanging off his chest or something.
That's correct, Your Honor. Does Mr. Trumbull, do you have a defense attorney, sir?
I do not, sir. I'm too poor to obtain one.
Okay.
Okay. Did you want to proceed without counseling, or would you like a continuance, sir? I really dislike.
But Silas, I don't think they.
Going.
I don't
through a
think they've
case
called
where
anybody,
somebody
man.
Doesn't have any counsel at all. It's your choice, though.
Will I get a court-appointed public defender, sir?
We do have one public defender available. That wouldn't be a problem. So if that's what you'd like to do. Okay, all right. So you're gonna ask for
Dakota's
continuance on
eating
this.
some brownies from Domino's.
Prosecution with the charges.
Oh,
against
Onyx.
you.
Yeah, you're right. I did see that. I saw that picture. Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
No, Your Honor, he has.
They probably are pretty good.
Elderly father that lives in the community.
Oh, that's
The
right.
prosecution is reviewing the evidence.
I remember this
and
guy.
Considering amending this charge to possession of narcotics with intent to.
This was the guy with the
Okay, I do
shotgun from
say
a
it
couple
was
weeks ago
in the-
for one of my streams.
15 individually bagged
I think.
packages of cocaine on the charges here.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so just to make sure I understood you, the DA's office may bump that up to possession with intent to distribute because of the way it was packaged on him at the time.
You had
Oh,
time
yes,
to make
Your
you a
Honor, we're
drink,
considering
Joker?
that. We
Okay.
have not made
Nice,
that
bro.
motion yet.
Okay,
Nice.
it does look like that night that he was arrested, he was allowed to bond out. They've got his bond information. If you have no objections, then we'll just schedule a continuance for next month. Mr. Trumbull, I would highly recommend that you get your affairs in order with the public defender. We'll get you with him. But these are some serious charges, and you have a felony charge pending that the DA's office may tack on there. Okay, if
Wow,
that happens,
Facebook is
that's
so
going
behind,
to
man.
automatically double.
Holy
the
crap,
potential
Facebook is
sentencing
way
you can get in
behind.
prison as it is a
Looks
felony
like.
charge. And you've got some charges now where you're in some serious hot water as it is, sir.
Yes, sir.
The
Oh, no, it's not.
prosecution
We're
have no
good.
problem with the continuance, Your
Not, they're a little behind, but not too
Okay,
bad.
then we'll do that. The court rules on this case for Mr. Trumbull. We'll reconvene here in the courtroom in 1 month on the 26th of the next court date. And before you leave the building tonight, sir, we will get you with the public defender. He is here tonight. It's actually, I keep forgetting his name. What is your name? Is he here, or did he step out?
He stepped out first.
I keep forgetting his name only because I'm horrible with names. So
Sharkskin.
it's not Sharkskin. I know that guy. He's not here.
Oh.
His particular scent of Axe body spray is not in the courtroom tonight. That's how we know Sharkskin is not here. Okay, so the court rules that we'll give you grant a continuance
Yeah,
for 1
Rod
month.
got to be putting a badge on.
Reconvene on this case.
Sorry, he's a police chief. I
June
guess he can do what he
26th,
wants.
Which is also a Friday night. And don't leave the building without getting in contact with the lawyer. Okay, Mr. Trumbull?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, you may step back. Make some
Yeah,
notes
yeah.
here.
I think I did lock that guy up at one point in time.
Next person, Rogers, Stacy. Is that individual in the room tonight?
There it is, Silos. Calling Stacy. Negative, Your Honor. I don't believe she is.
Okay. Moving down the list, Gomez Joaquin. Joaquin Gomez.
That's another one, I think.
I'm going to take that as a no as well. All right, next on the docket, Blade James P.
Oh, we got a George Zambrano's following me. What's up, man? Thank you, man. Thank you so much for following. Appreciate that. Whew, that scared the hell out of me, man. It's all quiet and that thing blasting. I love
Okay,
that
those
sound, though.
people I've just called. Prosecution, we, except for Mr. Blade, Joaquin Gomez and Roger Stacy both have felony charges outstanding. Do you want? Would you like bench warrants for them?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Rogers, I believe, was also involved in the same. Mr. Trumbull was. I imagine their defense attorneys have moved to sever those cases, but they were arrested at the same time for the Grand Theft Auto.
That's right.
Okay, so they were both involved.
Refreshing my memory.
All right.
This was that limo,
Okay.
the limo robbery
I'm
out
going
of
to
Tequila
issue
Isle.
a call to answer charges next session for James Blade. His charges as they stand right now is simple assault and hit and run causing injury.
I don't remember the name of that. I think it was,
Okay, next on the list, LaCroix.
Actually,
Brian LaCroix.
the one that just popped up when you share it out or when you subscribe or something like that. I think that's actually called twerk.
Okay.
I love that noise, man. I
that
love that music.
particular subject is charged with simple
Yes,
assault
you're right,
and
Madeline.
resisting arrest.
Stacey Asilos'
Prosecution, are you
character.
okay with a call to answer for that person?
Yeah. Yeah, he was going to make it,
Yes,
but
sir.
he had some dinner plans in real life, so couldn't make it.
All right. Next on the list, Turner, Max Turner.
Is,
David Klein, what's going on, man? How are you? I'm doing good, man.
Okay, that subject has outstanding charges for armed robbery, Grand Theft Auto.
Gonna be
and
a lot of
concealed-
warrants.
concealed weapon.
There it is. Matthew Harrison is now following. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man.
Armed and possibly mentally ill. Would you like to see
Nice, I like that,
warrant for
guys.
that? Go ahead and call the answer. I'm not too familiar with
Do a
this
video of
case.
me in court. Honestly, I thought they were gonna do some trials
I'm
or
not
something,
either,
man.
Your Honor, what was that last name?
But I
again?
think this is probably just the preliminary hearing.
Turner, first name Max.
There will have to be some kind of trial, I'm sure, for some of these guys.
This is Tim, Your Honor.
Max Turner is here. Okay.
Oh, since I had to restart the stream, guys, if
Mr.
you
Turner,
haven't hit
can
that
you
like
hear me,
button yet,
sir?
do me a favor and just smash that like button if you guys are liking it.
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay.
Your Honor, there's a
I know this guy.
mentally ill notation on this file here.
This was
For Mr. Turner, yes.
this is the
I
guy who
see
robbed the
that.
convenience store, and then he had
Okay,
like a split
so
personality.
the narrative for the charges is looks like this was LSPD. They
Yep.
responded to a call for 211 at the 24/7 grid 125. Suspect came out of the store, had a firearm with no license when they took him into custody.
Oh,
He
yeah,
admitted
Streamlabs gets that
stealing
way,
a
Dimitri.
car for a getaway.
don't take it personal,
Is that
man.
correct, Mr. Is that correct, Max? Mr. Turner?
Yeah. My memory's a little shaky about it, but I think that's just about how.
Okay.
This is Nova.
Do you
This is
have
Nova's character here.
have you secured yourself legal counsel yet, sir?
I actually I tried, but I don't know how to do it. This is all new.
Yep,
and it's
Sherry's over there in a
overwhelming.
white dress. Let's see if I can point at her.
Well, I should suppose so, as in one of your bonds is a federal bond, sir.
Right there, my finger's on her face.
Okay,
That's Sherry
I'm going
right
to read
there.
off the charges, and I'm going to read off the bond amounts, just so you're aware of what you're up against, and then we'll decide how we're going to proceed, okay? First charge is going to be a felony, robbery, armed robbery. Bond amount is $10,000. Grand Theft Auto, also a felony. Surety bond amount is $10,000.
Whew.
Considering
lot of money.
concealed weapon without a valid permit is a
You like that pointing,
misdemeanor in the
Madeline?
state. The surety bond is 1,000. However, I'm going to add
Kia
at
Sorrento
this point in
2020
time,
Martinez.
your ability
Hello,
to
welcome
gain
to the
a open
stream.
carry or concealed carry permit is
Hey, if you guys
invalid
like what you're
for-
seeing, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new here. I appreciate that if you can.
Sir.
And if your
Also, at this
subscriptions
time, you have
are
felony
set to
weapons
public, you'll get
charges,
that,
levied
that
against
nice
you.
twerking music.
Regardless of what your plea is going to be, you are not allowed to be around firearms in any manner at all. I don't care if they work or not. You understand me, sir? If you get
Yeah,
caught with a
I understand.
firearm, if you get caught breaking the law on this bond, if we bond you out, you're going straight to prison. Just so you're aware. Mr. Sharkskin, thank you for joining us, sir.
It's my honor, your Royal Highness. I do
That's
apologize
right.
for my lateness.
Mr.
That's fine.
Sharkskin right
You're
there.
actually standing next to a potential felon with some heavy charges.
Yeah,
That
that's
is in
Sherry
need
standing
of
up on the bench
counsel,
over there.
So,
Buffy's
if
probably
you
sitting
guys
next to
want to
Rebel.
work
if I'm
something out
assuming.
here after we're done, we're about to go over whether or not we're going to bond
Yeah.
him out at this
I
point.
like
in
that
time.
twerking music.
Prosecution, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Scared the hell out of me a little bit ago, though, when somebody got it. It was all quiet in here and then hit it.
Your Honor, due to the subject's mental state, prosecution would consider him a danger to society. I would ask that there be no bond and that subject remain in custody trial.
Okay. I'm inclined to agree with you, Mr.
That's crazy, man.
Mr. Turner. What do you have to say in your defense?
All I can say is that I was listening to a bunch of different voices. I wasn't sure what was going ahead, and I was just trying to help.
Yeah, this was a funny. I remember this one. This was funny.
Have
man.
you received or been receiving at any time any kind of help with mental therapy, sir?
Since I've been taken in by you guys, I've been
Yeah,
getting a little
Onyx
bit of help, and it has been
Is
working.
across the here. I'm
So
gonna get my
previous
pointer out again.
before your charges,
Let's
you
see.
were not
Onyx
taking any
is
medication, prescribed medication for your condition,
see if I can get it.
nor
Right
seeking
there, my
any
finger's on his
active
face.
mental help.
Gray hair,
before your
ponytail.
charges.
That's
Is
Onyx.
that correct?
And this dude right here, that's right. And then this guy, the
That's
inmate
correct,
here,
sir.
that's
I
Nova.
managed a little bit pretty good by myself. I had a couple episodes here and there, but nothing.
Okay. Mr. Turner, based on your charges and your
This guy's sneaking up
your
behind me.
current mental
What's he up
state,
to?
I'm inclined to agree with,
Who's this
with
guy?
prosecution. We're going to deny
38. See,
bond.
38 is.
You're going to have
just
to
passed
sit in
Oh, all right.
state
What's going on,
facility
Extonic?
Until the next scheduled case.
Gotta get
court
some
date
new
or
ink on that
session
arm, bro.
date, which is June 26th, a little less than a month from now. That's going to be my ruling. In the meantime, get your counsel together, get your case, your defense together, and I'm going to put it in order that we get you some state-approved, appointed mental help while you're in custody, awaiting trial, and see if we can't do something to help you out a little bit. Okay, sir?
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for being.
All right. Okay, so court's
That's
ruling
funny,
is
man.
that bond is foregone. We will not be
Master Gamer
granting
2008,
you,
what's going on, man?
any
How are you?
bonds to bond out of jail. You
Welcome.
will be sitting in
Doing some court
county
proceedings
custody
here.
in the county lockup until the next court session. Bailiff, if you would take him back to the holding cell.
Yes, Your Honor.
A lot of people in here. Let's see, who's next?
All right, next on the docket is Brown, Jack. Jack Brown, are you in the session tonight?
Jack Brown. That name does sound familiar.
Jack Brown in the courtroom.
Prosecution looks like he has a simple DUI first charge. How do you wish to motion for
It
that?
won't kick you,
Bench
Dimitri.
warrant or
It
call?
just puts up that
Call
that little thing.
up here.
I think the
All right,
limit was
I'm
like
voting
4 or
no.
5. I don't remember. I might have to adjust that.
Uh,
It's all right, though.
next one on the docket, Gutierrez Waldo. Waldo Gutierrez, are you in the courtroom today?
There's another one, Silos. Negative, Your Honor. He's not in the courtroom as well.
Okay. All right, prosecution. That particular subject is charged with reckless driving resulting in serious bodily injury and simple assault. How do you want a motion on him?
Your Honor, I'd move for a bench warrant. For that
Oh,
subject.
boy. There's going to be some warrants out there.
That's it.
People are going to be getting locked up tomorrow on warrants, man. I can guarantee that.
So noted. We'll issue a bench warrant for him.
Man.
Next on the docket is going to be Williams, Leonard J. Williams.
I don't know that one. Which one, Joker? This guy laying down? Is that the one you're talking about? This dude right here?
There are Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams.
Yeah, they were, their AI.
I guess that's a no.
They logged out.
This particular subject charges for negligent discharge of a firearm and assault with a deadly weapon. Prosecution, I have looked over this case in detail. This was a case where I believe it was a case out in Sandy Shores where there was a subject attempting to arm another or rob another civilian at knife point.
Lucas
Mr.
tries.
Williams was
What's up, man?
passing by
How's it
in
going?
his automobile, decided to get out,
Welcome.
removed an unregistered shotgun from his truck, and without attempting to verbally control the situation and trying to help that civilian, he opened
I
fire. and
recognize
shot
most of
him
these
and
guys in
survived.
here.
I believe that's the case. On this one, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to issue a bench warrant due to the violent nature.
I agree with you,
of the
Dakota.
case.
I think we're going to have to with all these warrants that are being issued tonight.
Total agreement, Your Honor.
Okay, next
Gonna
on the
have
docket,
to.
Slaughter, Jackson.
That's head right there.
And I have to
Yes, sir.
stand up. All right, step on up. I had to stretch my legs here.
This is Rebel.
Is Mr. Jackson here? There he is.
Yes,
And
sir.
I
Yes,
can
sir.
see. I would like to point out and recognize your complete lack or your
Stream's
complete
good, Robert.
respect of this court for the way you're dressed.
It's not
today,
a lot
sir.
of-
Congratulations.
It's not a lot of
This is my
action.
church office.
I would have preferred to see you
But
in a
It gives you
suit
some
or
closure
something
on
a little
some
bit
of
more
the
respectable, but due to the nature of your business, I'll let that slide.
I'm
But
some
I
sorry.
had
closure
to
to some
say
of the arrests that we've
Okay.
dealt with.
Because I figure if I got to wear a hot-ass monkey suit in my court, then everybody else should have to as well.
Hey, see those? You better
Okay,
hurry up, brother.
Mr.
Let me
Slaughter.
look into getting
He
the-
called all your characters.
Mr. Slaughter, it looks like you are charged with reckless driving. Looks like you made a cash bail bond amount for a total of $90, which was 10% of the bond amount of $900.
It's
This
making
is a
me nervous.
misdemeanor. How do you plead on that?
I want to plead guilty.
Okay.
Tell
What do you have
Onyx
to
at the end
say
of the
for
stream.
yourself?
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I also
Hold on a second,
see,
Mr. Slaughter.
I also see 2 general citations for this subject for public intoxication and illegal U-turn. I'm not sure if those have been heard yet.
Let me look at the general citations here. I did not see. Oh, I do see them. Okay.
I have not paid
I
those
do
yet,
see
Your Honor.
them.
Lock him up. Throw away the key.
Okay, so we have one for public intox. And what did you say? And the other one was an illegal U-turn. Okay. All right, so how are you going to plead to all 3 of those charges, sir?
I'm gonna plead guilty to all of it.
You're going to plead guilty. Okay, so guilty, no contest, or guilty, you want to have a trial?
Wait, what?
My part's
Do you
easy to play,
wanna
man.
plead
I'm just
guilty,
standing
no
here.
contest, or do you want guilty and then us to schedule a hearing?
I guess we
What's
gotta.
the difference between the guilty, no contest, and guilty?
No
scheduling
contest
hearing?
means you've pled guilty, and you have waived your right to a court hearing for your innocence.
Yeah, yep, no contest.
Okay.
I did every last bit of it.
All right, give me a little bit here. Your honesty is refreshing. I will say that.
Well, Your Honor,
Hey, don't forget to hit that like button, guys.
So with public intox,
With the when I had to restart, all the lights went away.
In my life, I was out drinking, and I was drinking up in Sandy Shores, and I didn't want to drive, obviously, and I didn't want to pay for a taxi
I thought we were gonna.
up in Sandy Shores
I'll
down
wait
to
till
the
he's done
city.
talking.
So I decided to walk. And I believe it was a trooper that found me walking in the middle of the road. He gave me a ticket and had Pam Free come pick me up.
You understand that the fine for that public intox is probably 10 or 100 times more than it would have cost you for a taxi, right?
Yeah, me and the trooper had talked about that as we were waiting for my ride. He told me it was like $1,000. It could be up to $1,000 or something.
Well,
And I
total
started to
fine
rethink
amounts
my-
right now that you're looking at are, give me just a second here, is $2,134 total. If you want to go that route, you're gonna plead guilty, no contest, pay the fines. You're gonna have 90 days of public service attached to that as well. If you agree and the prosecution agrees, that's how we'll move forward. So
What
first,
does-
you sir, go ahead.
What's public service, public detail? What's that entail? Like, is that just
Basically,
like
what
picking up
that
trash and
means is it's another form of probation in the state. You will also be required to do such things from time to time. I will, at a later date, I will decide how many hours within that 90 days you will need to complete. But things like going with the sheriff's
All right,
department,
Pro
or highway
Mess.
patrol,
I'll see you, man.
to
Yeah, I'm
do,
gonna try to hop in there. We'll see.
supervised trash pickup
This
along
is
the
actually taking a little
freeways,
longer than I thought it was gonna
scrub
take.
graffiti
But
off
we'll see, man.
walls, do
I'll jump
janitorial
in
work in
with
city
you.
buildings, etc., that sort of thing.
Enjoy, man.
The 90
yeah, I'm fine
days
with
is
that.
mostly to cover your parole, I guess, or probation. Sorry, for probation.
Right.
And then there will be a dictated number of hours that you must complete within that 90 days. Looking at the guidebooks right now, quick reference, it looks like you're probably looking at no more than about 15 hours of actual community service. But you'll still be under probation for 90 days.
I'd be fine with that.
Okay, prosecution, how do you feel about that?
Dimitri. Yeah, I can hear him saying that.
I'd be fine with the 15 hours community.
Okay.
Sherry was
All right,
supposed
the
to have a
ruling of this
case,
court is
but I think I don't know.
$2,134 in fines. No more than 15 hours of community service work and 90 days probation. Are you able to pay that fine to that sir in full?
Yes, sir. I can pay it in cash. I did have
Okay.
one more question.
Okay.
With the probation, I know some people have to check in, and is that something that I'm required to do? Is that something I'll hear from my probation?
That will be
officer
set up
on?
through the sheriff's department, and yes, essentially you'll have to do that. I'm not going to order any drug and alcohol testing or anything like that. Your record is fairly clean. Well, let's just hope and keep it that way. Now, if you are involved in, you are accessory to or have knowledge of any crimes within that 90 days, including members of your motorcycle club, that's going to have a negative effect on this ruling. Just so you understand that. For the next 90 days at least, you need to keep your nose extra clean, is what I'm telling you.
All right, Your Honor. I'll carry baby wipes with me.
Okay. All right, that's the rule. And go ahead and sit down. We'll give you a chance to pay the fine before you leave tonight.
Yes, sir.
Jesus, you scared the crap out of me, Madeline. Thank you for that share. I appreciate that, Madeline.
We're going to move on to vehicle citations now. I see a total of 4. Let's take a look here.
Thank you for that share. I appreciate that.
All right. Richard J. J. Richard.
We're actually about 7 subs away from my goal for the month. So I don't think we're going to make it, but that's all right, though. I really didn't stream as much as I wanted to this month.
Okay, I'm going to take that as a no.
So,
he'll be added to the bench warrant.
About 7 subs away. There's actually somebody back. There's a couple people back there in the jail cells.
Noah. Noah Williams, are you here in court tonight?
That was another one of mine. Jeez, man, I think I locked up half these guys on here.
Simple 10 over speeding. I'm going to issue a call to answer charges.
Thank you, Matthew Harrison, for sharing that stream. Appreciate that.
Hopefully I get this right. Stukenside Sheila. Sheila Stukenside.
That's a great name.
Yo wanna she outside. I'll be right back, Yo wanna. Let me go retrieve her.
Okay.
This must be Rye's character.
Prosecution, it looks like this particular subject looks like a simple motor vehicle accident, vehicle versus building. It does not appear that there was any injuries, any alcohol or drugs involved.
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor. It's just a MVA where the mistaken side is alleged to have ran into a pawn shop.
Okay. Well, do you know if there's any damage to the building?
There was minimal damage, I believe, Your Honor.
Okay.
I believe the building owner's insurance company picked that up, but they're out the $1,000 deductible.
Okay. Fair enough. While we're waiting for that one, is Amber Taylor in the room tonight?
Oh, that's I think that's Sherry's character. Bubba, let me see.
Is that a yes or a no?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my Lord.
All right. Be ready, Miss Taylor. You're going to be up next.
Courtroom? Oh God.
He said something about my clothing.
Wow.
Hey, sweetie.
Oh, was I doing Nova?
I bet he wants my clothing back.
Sheila, you couldn't come up with any better clothing for the court tonight?
Oh my goodness.
No, sweetie.
I'm gonna take my
on
glasses
account
off.
I got a case of psoriasis, sweetie, and clothes to make me break out.
Okay. Well, all right. I mean, at least your giggle bits are covered. I don't know who they would make giggle cover.
Oh
All
God.
right,
Brandon Bergdorf, what's going
Miss
on, man? How are you?
Inside. You have a charge here, a vehicle citation for a motor vehicle accident where you ran your car into the pawn shop.
I sure
You
did,
are aware of that charge?
sweetie.
Okay. It doesn't look like you had any alcohol or drugs involved or anything like that. No bodily injuries. There's no plea necessary because the police were on scene and they observed the accident after it happened. Observed the aftermath. Apparently there was minimal damage to the business's building. They were able to get it repaired under insurance, but it did cost them the $1,000 insurance deductible. How do you wish to? I mean, do you have anything to say to
See how
yourself there,
these
Mr.
two
Duck
beds
and
right here, back there, one with the green hair and the other one.
I told him sorry.
That means
sweetie.
JB
I
despawned or
had
something.
Down to pick up a pickle that had slipped off my hamburger, sweetie. And I
Okay,
run down
so
the road.
simple. You just you let your attention drift from the road for a second and went off the road and hit the building.
That's what happened, sweetie. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, here's the deal. We're going to go ahead and fine you $300 for the charge, and then you're also going to be ordered to make restitutions to that pawn shop, the total of $1,000 to reimburse them for their insurance deductible.
Hey, sweetie, did you say I had to do 3 hours of prostitution?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What'd you say, sweetie?
I said the fine for the police charges for that motor vehicle accident for damage to the causing the accident is $300. So you're gonna have to pay a $300 fine, and then on top of that, you're also going to be charged with reimbursing the owner of the pawn shop for the $1,000 that he paid for the insurance deductible to fix his building. You're gonna be court ordered to reimburse that $1,000. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Okay. All right, so here's the deal. Are you able to pay that $1,300 tonight?
I got a $50 bill in my bra I put down as a down payment today.
Well, here's what's going to happen if you can't pay the $300 tonight at least. The $300 is minimum.
We're 5 subscribers away from my goal, guys.
What we're going to do is we're going to put out a bench warrant.
Can we do it?
You.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
probably
probably going to have to stream tomorrow,
warrant.
too.
But
see if I can get it.
To give you 30 days to pay all that fine and make arrangements of the $1,000. If by June 26 you have not fulfilled those obligations, then you'll be looking at some further criminal charges. Okay.
All right,
I wonder if I could do anything with these guys.
All right. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Can you at least pay the $300 tonight?
Yeah, Annie, I'll call get somebody bring me the money.
All right, man. You'll have a chance to pay that at the end of the session. I do appreciate your cooperation. You can have a seat.
We're going to just take him outside.
Okay, moving along.
Don't mind me, guys. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Ah, I can't do it with him. Dang it. Oh, well. Nah, I can't get rid of him.
Oh, back boobs.
Yes.
And they're just a bad the hose down.
Ah, I can't let go of him. Crap. I shouldn't have touched it.
Yeah, it's probably
No,
good
I shouldn't have
thinking.
done that.
That's probably good
Oh,
thinking.
Lord.
Ryan Garrick, thank you
There
for
we
the
go.
500.
You know what? We'll just leave them all over here.
Thank you, sir.
Clean up the courtroom a little bit. Put this guy right here.
All right, while we're waiting, prosecution, this appears to have been a... Let me look here. Miss Taylor is charged with on her motorcycle driving.
This is what I'm doing. I'm cleaning up the courtroom, guys.
40. She was caught on radar and observed through
That's
pacing
one.
by the officer.
Got 2 more.
Looks like it was LSPD.
John, I also see in our files
Just get rid of him.
a charge of running a red light.
Okay, let me pull up that name specifically.
I'll leave that guy over there. I don't think I can get this guy. Nah, it's alright. I don't know if I can or not.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, I see where she was charged also with BC 21453 running red light.
I got him? Yeah, he's stuck to me.
Okay.
Get
Looks
him
like
out of
that
here.
was on the same day, too. Same officer. All right, Miss Taylor, you can step up there to the table.
Cleaning up the courtroom.
Miss Taylor?
Come on over here now.
That's you.
at you.
Uh,
I've never done this before. I've never been in trouble before. I'm so sorry.
Miss Taylor, first of all,
Aren't you crying? It's already
as I understand it, you're an outstanding member of this state's firefighter and EMS.
Think we could do it, Dimitri?
Yes.
I don't know, bro. We're five.
What do
We're
you
five
have to
away.
say for yourself with these vehicles?
5 away, and there's not much action going on tonight. It's gonna be tough.
That's not the way a typical state employee behaves.
No, it's not. And I was coming back from Sandy after picking up a very I got a motorcycle from a used lot up there, wrecking yard or whatever it is, and I didn't have a trailer to bring it home, so I decided to drive it home, and I was having a problem with the clutch on it getting stuck, and I was fighting with that, and I wasn't paying attention. I'm guilty of it all. I'm not going to fight it. I'll just pay the fines.
Well, I appreciate your honesty, but you do understand that I'm sure you of all
Why are they
people,
whispering?
with all the accidents that you've responded to.
Oh, that
your
was,
time as a paramedic,
They were calling Sherry, and she
you
wasn't listening.
understand that, especially on a motorcycle, doing
So that's why we were like,
35 miles
"That's
an hour
you."
over the posted speed limit in that area, paying attention. To
Ace
the
is not
technical
here.
issue on
I don't believe
your
Ace is in
motorcycle,
game with
that
us.
Could have ended a lot worse.
No, he is not.
Yeah, I agree, and that's sitting in a shop right now. I was having problems with the speedometer on it too, so when the officer pulled me over, I was surprised it was even going that fast.
I think this is Tanner behind me. Not really sure. I think it is.
That's completely understandable. All right, so here's what we're willing to do in light of your service and that you
I'm
have
good, man.
You have no record. These are just simple moving violations. I'm inclined to go ahead and just let you pay the fines, and then that will cancel out you'll still have them on your record with the points, but the fines will no longer be outstanding. It looks like the total is going to be $460. Are you able to pay that today?
Dang, 460 bucks?
Easily.
All right, then that's going to be the ruling, $460 on fines. You'll have a chance to pay that.
Welcome
at
back,
the end of
Jordan.
the session here. You may go ahead and sit down now.
Okay.
All right.
There can't be that many people left, honestly.
Okay, moving on to general citations. First on the docket for that is Blackwood, Jason. Jason Blackwood, are you in the courtroom?
Don't know that guy.
I'm going to take that as a no prosecution. I'm showing that Mr. Blackwood is charged with disturbing the peace and possession, manufacture, and sale
Yeah,
of
Dimitri, he is the
weapons.
judge up there.
Is that what you're showing?
Judge Gilliard, I think. I think that's his character's name. Number 19.
Oh, that's correct.
That's him.
All right. Due to the nature
Robert
of
likes Sherry's voice,
the
huh?
charges, especially the prohibited weapons, I'm going to go ahead and issue a bench warrant on that. Unless you disagree.
No, we'd be in total agreement, Your Honor.
Okay.
Onyx is
Have we
a
called Noah
cross.
Williams yet? Let me look at my list.
He is the guy with the
Doesn't look like
ponytail
it.
over there.
Is Noah Williams in the court tonight?
White hair with the ponytail.
Williams, there are no.
As far as I can see, prosecution, it looks like these are all moving violations for Mr. Williams.
Oh, my bad, Dimitri. I'm sorry, man. I thought you were asking if he
Just double check.
if he was in the game with us. But yeah, I think he's streaming. I don't know what he's streaming on. Probably Facebook, maybe, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that's all I see is I see running a red light, Speeding
number
15
17.
over,
So
and then a separate
17 is
charge
the
on a
gaming
different
redneck.
vehicle for speeding 10 to 14 over. Noah Williams is not here. Last call for Noah Williams. Okay, prosecution. I'm gonna issue a answer to, a call to answer charges on this one.
Log in and see those.
We'd be in total agreement, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, moving on.
It's 585. See those? All the cops are here, man, so you can break the laws to get here. Buddha's on Facebook.
Is Billy McIntosh? McIntosh Billy, is he here in the building tonight?
Oh, yes, so he's outside as well. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Here comes Billy.
Prosecution, the narrative on
Billy's
this.
gonna be
Mr.
here.
McIntosh was driving an oversized load on Los Lagunas Boulevard. License was expired. Subject transported for citation and identification verification, and then was released.
You're a cop, Jordan?
That's what I see as well, Your Honor.
I'll be honest with you, Jordan. I don't know if you are, man. Cops aren't going to tell you what they are. I got to call you on that
Do we
one,
know
bro.
if that gentleman has any kind of other history?
Yes.
But maybe you are.
What's that? What's that?
Nothing
Billy?
I got the 5-year-old.
Hey,
Mr.
what's that,
McIntosh,
baby?
please step up to the table.
mental.
Hey, are we on TV? Is this on TV?
Pedal
It's
to the
being
metal.
broadcast
Pedal to
on
the
the
metal. See
court,
those?
sir.
Hey, can I shout out my mom and her cousins are playing bingo? Hey, Billy McIntosh, the mom and Laverne.
Mr. McIntosh, you know why you're here tonight, right?
No.
Okay, you have one
Yeah.
charge for driving without a license. Do you
Oh
remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
yeah. I remember. That's that asshole Trooper Ace.
Okay. Well, regardless of what you think about the law enforcement involved in dealing with you in that situation, you understand it's illegal to drive without a license, right?
Yeah, it expired. It won't unexpire. It's been expired for a long time, Betty. I keep waiting for it.
Yeah,
to
rise
not,
at this
be
this table right
expired,
here.
But it's still
White T-shirt,
it's going
number
expired.
35 above him. That's right.
Okay. Prosecution. There, we did have some issues with. The state NCI system and the DMV system at one point.
Yeah, he said
My
I had to
only
go
my
to the
only
DMV.
issue with Mr. McIntosh here is he does have a known history here in this city for general disruption and disorder at times and
She's like
driving
pointing out a
illegal
light up there.
vehicles and that sort of thing. So here's what I'm willing to do, and I'm gonna see if the prosecution agrees here. The fine is only $250, Billy. Unfortunately, it's Friday night and the DMV is closed. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna order you to pay the fine as it stands. Then I'm also going to issue an order for an investigation into the DMV records to find out what happened. If the findings are such that it was a mistake on the DMV's end, then we will refund you that fine amount.
Oh,
Are
yeah,
you
well, I mean,
in agreement with that?
Well, I just haven't been down there to get it done yet. Hey, on that fine, let me ask you a question. They just,
Sure
since I
is,
can't
vlogs. You
drive,
sure can, man.
The only other two jobs I have is my part-time job on Tinder, and I sell Ritalin. But they suspended my subscription because of the coronavirus, so I can't make any money, Betty.
Okay,
There's the
wait.
biddy.
Wait, let's back up.
Yeah.
Back up to the DMV. So you stated to me just now on record that you haven't had a chance to go down and fix the issue.
Yeah,
So
like
are you sitting here telling me that you're gonna go that you were gonna go down and deal with it, or that you knew it was expired and you had to go renew it and you hadn't gotten it done yet?
Well, I've been on my way down there
Oh, see
about a
those
few
game
times,
crashed
and then
out.
something comes up on the way. You know, like the hot light will go on for donuts at the 24/7, or I'll see a stray cat, and I'm like, you know, here, kitty. Something always happens to Betty.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. McIntosh, your lack of attention span is not a good defense on that. But regardless, that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue an order of investigation to find out what happened. And like I said, we're trying to work with you here. If it is an issue on their end, then we'll refund you the $250. Now, before I put that order in and make it official, you just talked about being Ritalin salesman and that your prescription had expired, so you can't make any money. Would you care to elaborate on that? Because what I heard
Matthew
was,
Harrison, can I tell
you
Sherry
have
you
a
said hi?
prescription
I
personally
can,
for
but I can't
Ritalin
tell her
that
in game
you've
because I don't want to
selling
be
that to
disruptive
other
in the
people.
game. But I can, I'll
Your
shoot
Honor,
her
before
a
the gentleman
message
answers
for you.
those-
Sure.
Huh?
Go ahead. Prosecution, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. I was just stating that before the gentleman answers that question, he may be reminded that he has the right to remain silent and right to counsel.
That is correct.
You told me not to tell her, Robert.
I will answer that. What I'll do is I'll just work double hard on Tinder, unclogging pipes, Betty.
Okay. All right. Are you able to pay the $300 tonight?
No, Betty.
You're not. Okay.
James Barnett,
then-
what's going
then
on, man? How are you?
Here's what's going to happen.
Welcome to the
I'm going to
court
issue a no
the,
action bench
the
warrant,
court drama here.
and you will have until June 26th till the next
All right,
quarter.
Matthew, she said hi.
Scheduled
She said
court
hi back.
session to have that paid. If you don't, at that time, I'm going to change
Yeah,
that
Steam
bench
updated?
warrant to an active arrest warrant.
Updated for me
Okay.
too, man, like a week ago.
Yeah.
Are you in agreement with that? You
Yeah,
understand
buddy.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Prosecution, are you okay with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So by the 26th, before court starts on the 26th of June, which is about 3.5 weeks away, you've got 3.5 weeks to come up with that $300 and get down here and pay it to the court clerk. Okay, and I'm going to check. The minute court is in session, if that has not been paid, you will have an active bench warrant for non-payment of an ordered fine.
Hey,
All
let
right?
me ask you a question.
I'm looking
Hey,
up in
where do you
chat,
live
up
at?
in the top left. Up in
I
the in-game chat.
will not discuss my
Oh,
residence or my location.
all right, buddy.
As far as anybody's here concerned, Judge Gilliard lives in the cloud. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. McIntosh, you're free to leave if you need to.
All right. Hey,
Or have a
thanks,
seat.
Betty. Thanks,
Thank you for your
Betty.
cooperation.
I farted. Do you smell that?
Oh my god. So not
Does
only
anyone
do we
else
need
feel the
cleaner,
ground
we need
shake as he
some
walks
just
air
cropped
freshener
us in the whole
too.
courtroom.
McIntosh
Somebody
has
spray
propagated
some
the
Febreze.
gallery.
That's a
We
big
need a whole
Febreze
gallon of
can.
Febreze. Oh my god. That was rank.
Thank you.
All right, next on the docket, Porter Bill.
Bill Porter.
We have a
Don't know
Bill
who that is.
Porter in the
Porter
building
in the
tonight.
courtroom. Bill Porter
18179 has joined the server. Haven't seen that one.
appear to be present, Your Honor.
Okay, he's charged with concealed carry without a permit. I'm going to file a call to answer charges on that one.
Sounds good, Your Honor.
Okay. Next on the docket, McGuire Bobby. Bobby McGuire. Is he in the courtroom tonight?
Negative,
Bobby
Your Honor.
McGuire.
Negative, Honor. He's not here.
Okay. Let me double check his charges here.
Think we're allowed to smoke in here?
That would be a negative.
Can I?
I didn't know he could hear me. Oops.
You're a loud whisperer.
Alright.
Okay. Prosecution looks like Mr. McGuire has a single charge of reckless driving. Unless you, if you agree, I'm just going to file a call to answer.
We'd be in agreement with that.
Okay.
Oh, see those? Got a bench warrant, bro.
And
Yeah, I don't know who Bill Porter is. I'm not really sure.
I'm going. Give me a second here. I'm going through what we have left here. Okay, next on the docket, Snow, Cletus, Cletus Snow.
Oh,
Yeah, Your Honor.
Cletus is here.
Bobby McGuire is here.
his voice changer is still on. Should I just let him roll with it?
Here, let me look at this here.
Bobby
All right,
made
Mr.
it.
Snow, go ahead and step up to the table if you would, please.
Why don't I see his name? Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
What's wrong with your voice, dude?
Sir, come outside with me real quick. Come outside with me, sir. Go outside.
Is Mr. Snow here or not? I couldn't understand.
Hey, your voice changer is still on.
It's still on?
Oh, there it goes. Now it's off.
Talking about the, I thought you was about to legit arrest
Okay.
him.
No,
I'll take a look at that.
so
I was
hey,
trying to
Clint,
turn that off.
Clint, this is actually
What's up?
this is 3 characters that the judge called out. If you want to tell him when he's done, if he wants to get through those 3, Bobby McGuire, Stacy Rogers, and what was the other one?
Joaquin Guzman.
Yeah, those 3. So if you want to tell him when he's done, there's 3 names that the judge called, and they weren't here at the time, but they are here. So if you want to mention to him that he's back, see if he wants to get him in front.
Okay, so who is it? Let me write down the.
Bobby McGuire. I can write it down here on the chat real quick.
I got a notepad here.
Okay, Bobby McGuire,
Okay.
Stacy Rogers,
And who else?
Sherry does have a
Joaquin
YouTube channel,
Guzman.
Matthew.
G-U-Z-M-A-N.
It is
I just put 'em right
Crazy
there in
Cat Gaming
chat.
YT.
I don't know why my name shows
And Crazy
18179.
Cat is spelled with a K.
I'll be back.
You can come in, man. You can come in if you
What do you
want.
think he's that?
I would just have a
Okay.
seat though, and he'll call you up.
Okay.
You hit me again. Handcuffs are going on you.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing here they were at the Maze Bank Arena with it. Okay.
There you go. You got
How
it,
do you
Madeline.
want a motion for
That's
that
it.
call to answer or which one?
We'd be fine with the call to answer. My understanding is they were totally cooperative once approached by law enforcement.
Okay. All right. Is Mr. Snow back in the building? Cletus Snow.
Cletus. I think that was. I think that's Vlad's character.
Bailiff, was that Mr. Snow you guys were dealing with outside just a second ago?
I don't know, was it?
No, sir.
There's ours.
Bobby McGuire is here now,
Oh, Bobby McGuire is here.
amongst 2 other ones that you read earlier.
Okay. Well, let's go back with, we'll start with McGuire and work backwards there. So, Bobby McGuire, if you would step up, please.
We'll put handcuffs on him if he hits me again. There you go. He's going way up.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. McGuire, you were charged back on May 10th with reckless driving. The narrative on this says you were swerving and hit a pole on Innocence Boulevard. A series of field sobriety tests were administered. Mr. McGuire passed all tests. However, there was damage to the utility pole. Subject received 1 citation of reckless driving, and you were cooperative during all tests, which I will commend you for.
That was my
how do you
report right
plead
there.
on that charge?
I was guilty, Your Honor. I took my eyes out of the road. I wasn't paying attention, so I hit the pole.
Okay. So you took your eyes off the road and you were swerving in your lane. Is that
Yes, sir.
what you recall? Okay.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
remind
That's
you
all
that
good, man.
we take driving
I'm good with
safety
that.
very seriously in this state, so please don't make that mistake again. You could have very
No, sir.
easily hit a person instead of that pole.
Any of the
That's
Yeah,
a
any
very
of the
dangerous
approved
stretch of
streamers
road for pedestrians.
From the Cuffs community, you
All right,
guys
so here's
feel
the
free to
deal.
pop in there.
The fine
Go
on
with
that
that.
is $900 and points on your record.
Am I gonna be live tomorrow? I don't know,
There's
man.
no
I might be.
required or anything like
I haven't played SnowRunner in like a
wanna
day,
plead,
so
guilty no contest and just pay the fine and be done with it, or do you want to plead guilty and then fight it in court?
No, sir. Guilty, no contest.
Okay.
You can put me in probation, take it off my record.
Well, I won't
Your
be doing
choice.
probation. It's just going to be on your record for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
No probation is required for something like this. This is a simple movement violation. There was no alcohol or drugs involved, and there was no bodily injury other than a telephone pole, which we're not too worried about. It wasn't like you tore the pole down and took power down on that block for hours. So the fine's going to be $900. You have a chance to pay it tonight. Can you pay that $900 tonight?
Yes, sir. I do.
Okay. All right. Then what will happen is at the end of the session, you'll have a chance to pay that with the court clerk. And at that point, we'll consider that the charge has been taken care of. And the ticket will be closed, and the charge will remain on your driving record for the required amount of time with the state. I believe it's 5 years. I'm not
Okay, Your
exactly
Honor.
sure, but somewhere around that time. All right. All right.
Thank you, Your
Mr.
Honor.
McGuire, you are free to go sit down. Okay. The next one I remember was, let me mark Mr. McGuire off my list. Joaquin Gomez, I believe, was one of the names that came in late. Joaquin Gomez still here?
Bobby, is that you?
Yes.
Who?
Joaquin Gomez in the courtroom.
Oh, King Guzman.
I think they're going out to get him.
Oh, Joaquin.
And what was
Guzman.
the other one, bailiff? It was Gomez, McGuire, and there was one more. Too.
Stacy Rogers, Your Honor.
Stacy Rogers.
Stacy Rogers.
King Guzman is here.
Rogers here in the room right now?
Here, Your Honor.
If so, please step up.
My God, I'm so fat.
All
Here's
right.
Joaquin Guzman, Your Honor.
Is it Guzman or Gomez?
Guzman. Guzman. Guzman.
Dakota, you gonna get
Okay.
SnowRunner? That's
Well,
cool.
we have a bit of an issue with the records because we have a Joaquin Gomez, but we don't have a Joaquin Guzman.
Oh.
I am in the
Let me take a
chat,
look at this
Your
here.
Honor. This citation was
And as a matter of fact, we have very little information on a Joaquin Gomez as well.
Joaquin Guzman, Your Honor, looking here, has a general citation for reckless driving, I believe.
Okay. All right. So that wasn't Gomez. That was a different one.
That's correct, Your Honor. This is Mr. Guzman, reckless driving.
Oh, okay. I got it now.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir. Thank you.
This was the guy who hit the back of my car, patrol car.
And okay, there it is.
I don't remember if I did the report though. That good.
Or also for reckless driving as well.
That'd be cool. You're gonna be stuck to that, Dakota.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
The narrative along with these charges, Mr. Guzman, it says subject crashed in the back of my patrol vehicle at Postal 3005. He received a citation for reckless driving. Subject was put in handcuffs because he wasn't social distancing. Later released once the citation was written. I'm not even worried about the social distancing thing. There's no actual laws on that. However,
He put me in handcuffs, Your Honor. That cop right there.
Okay, well, he did what he was supposed to. Okay, so my question to you is, the charges that I just
that'll be cool too,
narrative. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm not guilty, Your Honor. I was driving my 4-wheeler, and the thing is, I'm too fat and it wouldn't stop. So I accidentally hit the back of Officer Rico.
Yeah, Lucas, we're still
But he's my friend.
we're still in
He said
court,
he was
man.
my friend.
I did.
Well,
I don't recall that.
So, friendship
it's all right,
aside,
Jordan.
You were
It's all right,
riding
man.
a 4-wheeler. You mean like an off-road ATV?
I don't know.
Bike?
It's just kind of.
An all-terrain
It's
vehicle bike?
it's okay.
He said that it was.
I don't really play it that much.
It had front lights, back lights, turn signal,
Just
and a
because I
plate.
can't get the keybinds down.
Okay.
And
well,
it crashes
regardless
forever
of the amount
on
of
PC
lights, it doesn't
here, so
matter
it's-
if it's actually street legal as per what a normal automobile would be. That is considered an off-road vehicle, and regardless of it being registered, vehicles all have to be registered, but technically you're not supposed to be driving those on the road. Regardless, we're gonna overlook that. The point is that you did.
Yeah, right,
did
Madeline.
run
Can you
into
believe
the
he said
rear
that?
Of the police cruiser. If you're gonna
Not once did I say he was his friend.
Then what we'll do is we'll file a continuance. I'll give you time to get legal counsel together, and then we'll schedule for June the 26th, and you can plead your case at that point.
Oh, June 26th.
Is that how you want to
Okay.
proceed?
Yeah, I need to find a lawyer. I don't have a lot of money because I live with my mom.
So
He
June
doesn't know
26th is going to be the next court stream, guys.
Okay, well, here's
You
the
just
deal.
said
We
it.
do have a public defender, one or two of them at least available. We can get you set up with.
Got a lot of bad guys here in
not a problem.
cuffs.
Okay,
That's why
what
we
I'm asking
take a
you
while
is
in here.
Is that the direct?
I think he's
that's
almost
the
done
route
now.
You want to take? You want to plead or not guilty and schedule a continuance and a hearing on the 26th. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
well, yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Prosecution, you're available to take on that case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is Trooper Rico in the building tonight?
Yes,
He's
sir.
over there. I remember.
Yes,
Trooper
sir.
Rico?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and step
He
up.
reminded
Step up to the
me-
front here.
Oh.
Quick.
He reminded
Mr.
me
Guzman,
with
if
my
you'd step back
uncle.
for a second. Step up here, Trooper. Okay, do you have, what do you have for evidence against this gentleman? Do you have any kind of dash cam or body cam footage of the situation, or any notes or anything like that?
I do have body cam footage, sir, and I did snap some pictures actually on scene.
Okay. What I would like for you to do, sir, is I'm going to go ahead and order you to turn over all that information to the prosecutor, and then he can make it available to the public defender if needed. But we're going to need that footage. So I'm going to go ahead and issue a verbal order for you to turn that over to the prosecuting attorney or the DA's office no later than the 10th of June.
June 10th. Okay, no problem.
Yes, sir. And you can get with the prosecutor afterwards on how best to facilitate that order.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you. You can step down. All right. So, Mr. Joaquin,
Hi,
we're
friend.
gonna schedule a continuance with a not guilty or a not guilty plea. You've got till the 26th, Friday the 26th at 9 p.m.
Guess I
That's
got to
when our
give up
next
my footage.
scheduled court hearing is. And by the end of the
Gotta hope I
before
was
the end of
streaming
the
on
night,
that
I
day.
believe we'll get you with a public.
Should have
defender.
been. Should have it.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, you may go ahead and sit down, sir.
Yeah, right, Madeline? Spotlight's on me.
Okay.
Get going, buddy.
Stacey Rogers, go ahead and step up.
Stacey Rogers.
Rogers was here.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Oh, God.
All right, step
Oh,
up.
God.
Step up here to the table.
I don't even see her.
Is she invincible? Is it a ghost?
No, she's not.
I hope so, Madeline.
All right,
I think
Mr.
I was.
Rogers, the charges that
Let's go back and look
were
at it.
filed against you is armed robbery, grand theft auto, and felony evade of law enforcement. Are you aware of those charges filed against you?
Yes, Your Honor. I was trying to get attention of that white chocolate officer Rico. He's so hot.
Oh, my God.
Okay, well, let's keep our personal preferences and desires out of the courtroom, and let's stick to the charges and the business at hand. The narrative is that you stole a black limo and robbed a convenience store. When police attempted to pull you over, you then led police on a short chase, ending at the hospital. I believe that's Pillbox at grid 513. There was no injuries, no damage other than minor to the vehicle. Is that how you remember it?
Well, I was high on crack that day.
My God.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. What I'm going to say at this time is, let's see. Hold on a second before we move further. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to advise you to remember that you have a right to remain silent from this point forward, because you just admitted to being under the influence of
White
drugs
chocolate.
during that situation.
Oh, it's too
I don't know
funny.
if you realize that or not.
White chocolate.
Okay, well, Trooper Rico, why don't you go ahead and step back up here again real
gosh.
quick.
Trying to.
Ma'am,
I don't
ma'am,
have
go ahead
any-
and step back from the bench, please. All right. Trooper Rico, you were the officer involved with this subject?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Okay. All right. Was there any tests at all for the presence of narcotics use or alcohol use?
Negative.
Because
No,
that's not
there
notated
was
in
not.
the narrative.
No, there was not.
Did you have any? You didn't have any idea or you didn't detect any signs of her being under the influence of any narcotics at the time?
The way she was acting was a little not normal, I guess you could say. So I had my suspicions, but I did not get a chance to test the subject at all.
Okay.
With all the other commotion that was going on.
Okay. This one is going to probably be a continuance. So are you going to be able to be here on the 26th with evidence to testify for this one?
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Go ahead and step back.
All right, thank you.
All right, Miss Rogers, go ahead and step forward.
That's the.
Okay, I'm assuming that you're pleading not guilty to all of this.
No,
No,
wasn't
you
guilty.
are or you're not? You were guilty.
I wasn't guilty. No, I was
you
not,
were not
guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, all
No.
right. That's what I'm trying to make sure. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to read you off your charges. I'm going to read you off the bond amounts. Have you bonded out yet, or did they release you without bond?
All right, so the
All right.
26th.
I've been in jail all these
On
times.
the 26th, guys.
Okay, you have been in
That's going to be
custody.
the
So this is
actual
kind
trial.
of a bond hearing then, too. So the charges that I'm showing, charge number 1, felony robbery. Federal bail bond amount set at $10,000. Grand theft auto is also a felony.
yeah,
Security bond
yeah,
set at
Dakota.
$10,000.
We've done this a
Evading
couple
law
of times,
enforcement
and
in a
he's been the
vehicle
judge every
pursuit.
time.
That they have that
He does a pretty good
listed
job with it.
as a misdemeanor, probably because of the length of pursuit. That is going to be a $1,000 bond. So you're looking at a total here bond amount of $21,000.
Wow.
Okay, assuming, because of the charges against you, assuming that the prosecution will allow you to bond out, 10% of that is going to be $2,100. Are you able to pay that bond tonight?
I don't have any money.
Okay.
I was homeless. I'm still homeless.
You're still homeless. Okay. All right, go ahead and step back. Prosecution, the charges I show against her as, again, are robbery.
What's up, Virgil Griffin?
Grand theft.
What's going on, man? How are you, Virgil? Welcome to the stream.
And you heard what the subject just said about potentially being under the influence of drugs at the time. She cannot pay her bond amount tonight, so bond is not going to be an option on the table. Is there any other motions that you want to file for this before we send her back to county and file a continuance?
Yeah, it's pretty good, Dakota.
Oh, no,
You're right.
Your Honor.
She's got like the voice for it too.
Are you able to get any legal counsel, Miss Rogers? I don't see any here with you today.
No, Your Honor. I will need help.
You'll need public defender. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to have the officers take you into custody. You're going to go back to county jail tonight because you cannot pay the bond amount. And then you'll be sitting in there until the next court session of June 26th. We will get you with
she's going down to her knees.
We'll get you with public defender as soon as possible. Mr. Sharkskin, are you doing any public defender work anymore?
Can Rico take me?
Oh, yes, sir. I apologize for my absence. I was in a 30-day coma on account of overdose of Sonoma and Equine. So my services are available.
Stacy's got a thing for Rico, I think.
All right, we do have, I'll get with you at the end of the session. We do have, I don't see the other public defender in the room, but I'll get you a list of those clients so you can get with them.
Can Rico take me?
No.
Oh, no.
This trooper here is the bailiff tonight, ma'am.
What time is it here at? Let's see. It is 10:46, sir.
I'll see you, sexy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'll see
Let's
you.
keep it professional.
I don't know that she was speaking to you there, Mr. Sharkskin.
Oh, I'm prosecutor, sir.
Dear
He's
Lord.
hot too. I like dark chocolate too.
Oh, dear
Oh,
Lord.
what's
Oh,
she fucking
Lord.
I'm gonna cuddle up to you,
I
man.
think
That
she
lady
was talking
scares the
ahead.
hell out of me.
Lord.
She does?
Judge, can I get a restraining order against her? She kind of scares me.
I mean, that's
Okay,
just
is
he's
moving
really
down the
doesn't scare
list. Let's have some
easily.
order. Bondurant, Forrest R. Is Forrest Bondurant here tonight?
That's B. McCarthy. I don't see him.
That's a negative.
Stacy's mom's got it going on.
Okay, prosecution, Mr. Bondurant is charged with a first offense DWI. I'm just going to file a call to answer.
That sounds good.
And that
Ron.
man over there wants haggis. All right, is...
How's it going?
Okay. Next on the docket, Janice. Hugh, Janice.
Nope,
Is
don't
there a
know.
Hugh Janice in the courtroom?
Yeah, we're not saying it
Hugh
with a long
Janice.
A, people. You can keep your giggles to yourself.
I don't believe there's a Hugh Janice.
Okay,
courtroom, Your
gotcha.
Honor.
He must have got caught. He must have got caught up, constipated on the freeway.
That's that.
All right, that's a simple assault. If you have, unless you have a different motion, I'm going to file a call to answer.
That sounds good, Your Honor.
There can't be that many more people left.
Okay, next on the docket, we have We deal with him already.
Dark Skin, I think you dropped your Medicare card.
Oh, I do apologize. I've got a whole new pocket here on account of I got mothballs in my house.
Why does that not surprise me, Mr. Sharpskin? Next on the docket, Gonzalez, Josh J. Is Joshua J. Gonzalez here tonight?
Your Honor, he's the one that's in back.
Actually, you're right. You're right. He's already been dealt with.
Hey, Dustin, what's going on, man?
Josh Daniels.
My bad with the Facebook chat. I apologize with that. The Facebook chat's not coming up on
Josh
my
Daniels?
normal chat, so I do apologize, sir. But what's going
I'm
on,
going
man?
to take that as no prosecution. Mr. Daniels is charged with, it appears that he's charged with possession of counterfeit goods. Do you have any other charges on file for that one with the office?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and file him a call to answer charges as well. John Black.
John Black, I locked him
are
up
you here
before
tonight?
too already. I think I locked up half the people that are in here. 3/4 of the people at least.
Okay, I'm going to take that as no.
I need to eat something, Robert. You mean in
That
game?
was also.
I'm good,
a
man. If
minor
it starts blinking, then I
misdemeanor,
got to worry about it.
No weapons or assault charges involved. I'm gonna.
Although I do
file a
got
call
to take
to
some
answer for that
Cronol.
one, too.
Your Honor, that was a
When
John
I got
Black.
sucker punched.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Let me just double check and make sure I haven't missed.
Don't know what that was. Oh! The hell's this? See any numbers? Hold on,
You
guys.
see anything?
Nah, I don't see nothing, man. See any numbers I don't recognize?
Don't see nothing.
You guys see anything out here?
Nope.
Anything at all?
I think is that location inside set inside there, or is it in a different location on the map?
Oh, it's in there.
Oh, okay. All right, so it must be over.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
Oh my goodness. What the heck happened to my guy?
think you can go back in there and be the bailiff for a couple seconds while I go drive around the corner, see if there's anything?
Yeah, that's fine. I got you.
Alright. Come on.
I think it's all under control, man. It's the only dude I don't recognize right here. He's locked up in his cell. He can't really do much. Let's see.
Alright, looks like my vehicle's locked, so I'm not able to drive around the
Hey,
corner.
I was just
You got a vehicle out here, Sergeant?
I was just spectating a bunch of people. I don't see anybody out of the ordinary. There was two that I saw, but they weren't doing anything out of the ordinary.
Alright. I'm gonna go back in then.
Gotta be watching those hackers. Oh, what was that? David Lee Klein is now following. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Warrant for Mr. Nash.
Thanks. We didn't find anything.
I'm gonna stay in here. I'm just gonna
Alright.
keep spectating a few people just to be on the safe side. Oh yeah, he's in there, so it's not gonna be him.
Last name Stones. First name Smokey.
That's it.
Smokey Stones. Are you in the court tonight? I'm gonna take that as a negative.
Yeah, it was crazy, right?
Prosecution. This looks like
It was like an explosion or something out there.
First offense DUI. Also driving on a suspended, and subject was armed at the time. How do you want a motion for this? Bench warrant or call to answer?
We'd be fine with call to answer, Your Honor.
Let's see. Not looking for him. Where's he at?
Okay. I believe we've worked through all of those.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Yes, I hear you, computer.
Oh, Davey. Oh, that's you? Okay, cool. Good, man. Good. I appreciate you
Okay,
following
it
me,
looks
man.
like all of the charges that I can see have been gone through. Prosecution, do you know of any that have been missed tonight?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor. Is there anyone else in the courtroom that has pending charges they'd like heard tonight?
Bailiff, would you walk to the back of the courtroom and make that same announcement?
Is there anybody back here who needs to go on up who has not gone up yet?
I think you meant the cells, dude.
All right, looks like there is no action on that call. Okay.
Nobody's answered, Your Honor.
That's going to be a no. Okay. Well, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to conclude this hearing session. And after about a 5-minute recess, there will be officers and court clerks available to take care of fines and get folks with Mr. Sharkskin. And if the other attorney is here for defense, get with me right after here, and we'll get you to the list of the public, the people in the
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that share, David.
All right, folks. Bailiff, you may need to
I know, bro.
repeat this at the back of the room. For those of you who do not need representation, do not have a continuance, or do not need to pay bond amount or fines, I would like you to go ahead and leave the building first so we can do this in an orderly fashion. So, again, if you do not have fines or bail bonds to pay or need to secure counsel for a continuance, please go ahead and get up, exit the courtroom now, please, in the building.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do, guys. Baham's been planning a little.
Back here that does not need
I'm going to order a 5-minute recess, and then we'll convene with the rest of the fine collecting and all the other business. So 5-minute recess.
Hang on a second.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. I gotta head back in.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pretty much end this stream, guys, just because it's been going for a little bit now, anyway. But anyway, what we're gonna do, I want to raid Rebel. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put my Rebels link down here, and I'm gonna do an X-ray Rebel on him. He's gonna be going for a little bit. He's switching over to to Lost or to he has a grand opening in his bar down here, so I may be over there as Willie or whatever. But I'm going to end streaming, but he's going to keep on going. So if you all want to just go check him out, do a hashtag X-Raid for me, that'd be fantastic. And then if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you liked it. Next court date is going to be in June 26th. It looks like. I think that's what I wrote down. So, but anyway, thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you all had some fun. I know it wasn't as much action as usual, but we got to see the other side of the arrests, so which is kind of cool, a little different take on things. So anyway, thanks for being here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Go hit up Rebel, give him an X-Raid over there, and let's rock and roll. See you on the next one, guys.